What do you get when you cross a junkie, an alcoholic, and artificial intelligence? The answer to that riddle and a whole lot more when we return. What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of Rex and Specs. As always, I'm your host, C3. And as always, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to stop by, check out the channel. I got a really interesting show for you guys today. We're going to talk a little bit about some recommendations and some speculations I got. And afterwards, if you stick around, I'll show you a few comics that I picked up this weekend. And we'll open some boxes that I got in the mail also. All right? So we're not going to take up any more of your time. You know the routine. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's jump right in. All right? So first up, coming in at number 3, it's a book that I'm pretty sure that everybody and their mama is reading. And that is King in Black, issue number 3 by Donny Cates. All right? So everybody already knows that Donny is writing this book. He's killing it. The story really takes off. We are sitting at a point where Dylan is just getting ready to start trying to use his powers again, while the other Avengers try to deal with Null and the rest of the Avengers that have been changed and captured by the symbiotes. So you get a little shot here of Dylan with a slight transformation. Not anything that we haven't seen already, so I'm not spoiling anything. Right? So he gets a slight little transformation to where he's acknowledging that he's ready. Right? I mean, it's nothing really spectacular going on in this issue, except for a little action, a little combat, some excitement. You know, Spider-Man leading the way. And I think it's fitting that Peter Parker lead the way, seeing as how the whole symbiote thing originally started with Peter Parker and Spider-Man. So I think it's fitting that he lead the charge on this, because I would think, regardless of what anybody else is talking about, that he has more of an understanding of this symbiote thing. You know, so I like the way he's kind of he's taking Dylan under his wing and he's kind of looking after him. You know, I think that's real cool. Here you got a little shot where Dylan handles Cap. He handles Captain America real quick. You know, so I'm really enjoying this story. There's a lot to say about Donny Cates and his writing. You know, he really knows how to handle that character building and just making sure that he's keeping you engaged without revealing too much. You know what I mean? So this is a real good story. Thor appears. He finally comes. You know, not to say that he's any use, but, you know, Thor does show up. And you can see that's that Donny Cates drawing. That's how Donny Cates, he likes that black suit that Thor has. You know, he likes seeing him in that. So this book was really interesting. I put it at number 3 because it is Cates. It's Donny. You know, a lot of people might not like Donny Cates, but I like how he writes. I like how he presents his stories. I like how his uses of each character individually. He gives them all their own platform to stand on. So I really enjoyed this. Like I said, nothing really spectacular happened in here. Well, I'm telling the story. A couple things happened, but I'm not going to spoil them for you. And it's not super huge, because at the end of the day, when you get to the back of the book, you'll see something and it might cause you to get a little excited, right? But it's a real good read. I definitely recommend, if you haven't been reading Donny Cates, and this is not for everyone who knows Donny, but this is for the new people out there. If anybody new is watching this channel and you're looking for a comic that you might get started with, I could definitely recommend that you pick up King in Black. Issue number 1 is still out there. We're still early in this story arc. We've only made it up to issue number 3. So you can go out there and grab King in Black, issue number 1 through 3, and get a really good read, and also get a good understanding about the writer Donny Cates. I mean, he does very good work at what and I just appreciate his writing style, his capability. It's just very, very unique, and you can always tell when Donnie has his hand in something. All right, so coming in at number 3, King in Black, issue number 3. Now, this next book coming in at number 2, a lot of you might think I'm crazy and be like, well, how could that not be your number 1? Well, at the end of the day, it's my number 2. But it was a phenomenal book. I loved it. I'm looking forward to the next one. Zach Thompson, Andy McDonald's, I Breathe the Body, issue number 1. Now, I Breathe the Body is an excellent book. So don't get me wrong. Just because it didn't come in at my number 1, don't think that it's anything short of an excellent read. Because this book is masterful, man. I love it. This book is masterful. It kind of hit home a little bit, because if you think about how we live at this day and age, everybody's living their lives out on the internet. You know, as soon as something happens in a person's life, they go right to the internet. They want to post something, right? So that's kind of what this storyline is about. It's about an individual, a young man who's living his story. He's living his life out online, and just what it takes and the toll that it takes on you. Like, a lot of people don't know what you're going through in your life or in the real world, but all they know is what you're showing them on the internet, right? But this thing is very well written. You know what I mean? The kid's name is Milo. He's dealing with a lot of things, but this is a very creative book. So I can really appreciate how Zach Thompson and Andy McDonald keeps this. This is a very free-flowing first issue right here. I just really enjoyed it. I was captivated by it. It has a nice balance to it. You know, I love the way, especially his choices of colors and the panel work, how they all go together. You know, it's fascinating. The concept is just very intriguing. You know, very creative. And I love that bold artwork that they have going on here. Milo Columbine. You know, so I don't want to spoil it, but I definitely want you guys to know that I Breathe the Body is definitely something that I can recommend you picking up. I look at the use of words. Like, this is what you expect from a writer. You know, choosing the right words to engage the reader from the very beginning to the end. You know, he uses the words to bait the reader, and he makes sure that the dialogue flows like simply enough so that you can follow it. This is a reader's dream right here. You know, this is what I look for in a writer. It's a beautiful book. I can definitely recommend this for those of you who have not picked it up. It's a good read. When you look at the end, something tragic happened. So definitely check it out, because it's a very interesting start to a book that I think is going to definitely pick up in the next couple of issues. Right? I love the dark, aggressive tones of this book, man. You know, and like I said, it's not because it's not a great read that it wasn't my number 1, because it is definitely a phenomenal book, and I really enjoyed it. So yes, I Breathe the Body definitely earns a bag and board and gets slid into my collection. Into the spec box it goes. Once again, I Breathe the Body, issue number 1. Beautiful read. So, what do you get when you cross a junkie, an alcoholic, and artificial intelligence? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you get, coming in at number 1, Scumbag, issue number 4. You get my man Ernie. This is my number 1 recommendation of the week. This book, man, I can't say enough about this book. This book will have you laughing from beginning to end. This is a serious book. Who do we got writing on this one? What is his name? Raminder Embashi? Rick Remender and Roland Bashi. Is that how you pronounce it? First of all, I'm gonna show this cover off a little bit, right? So the cover itself speaks volumes about what's going on inside of here, right? So as soon as you open up the page, man, this thing is fast paced. It starts off quick, coming straight out the gate. Ernie don't play no games. It's in your face, right? And check out the Camaro. I love this Firebird, man. Look at the artwork. This is straight to the point. Look, check your boy out. Look at his hat. Look at my boy Ernie hat. It's fast. It's fun. It's gritty. It's raunchy. You know, he and the AI, they go out on this mission, man, where he has to dress up as this big Western oil tycoon, right? And she goes as his assistant. Look at your boy. Look how he dressed. Look at your boy. I love this dude, man. Yo, all intents and purposes, this dude is hilarious, bro. The character development on this is phenomenal. I love this character. This is somebody I could truly see on the screen. I would love to see this guy on television in a movie because I know he would have me rolling in my seat, man. Literally. Despicable. This guy is despicable. This guy is deplorable. This guy is someone who you wouldn't be able to stand. I'm not going to show you what else is going on in here because you got to pick this book up. I recommend this for all the older readers, all my adult readers. You guys want something nice, you want to read something funny. This is a real fun book, something that you can get into to keep you laughing, keep you engaged. Like, this book keeps me excited. I love this book, man. You know, and you can't tell my boy E that he's an American to the heart. Cold-blooded American. Red-blooded, born and bred in the good old US of A. I really enjoy this book. I can't speak enough about this book. This book is just fun. It's just a fun book. And I really enjoy it. Yeah, I'll show you that last page. Yeah. The Scumbag. So if you're out there in the wild and you look for something to read, something that's going to keep you engaged, if you like laughter, if you like humor, if you like that good old-fashioned grab you by the throat type of artwork, The Scumbag, issue number 4. Again, and we're still in the early stages of this story. So 1 through 3 is still out there. I'm sure you can find issue number 4. The Scumbag continues to earn a place in my collection. I really enjoy this book. So once again, a really quick recap on what we got going on right here. King in Black, issue number 3, coming in at number 3. I Breathe the Body by Zach Thompson and Andy McDonald, coming in at number 2. Real good read, people. Don't sleep. Just because it's not my number 1 doesn't mean it's not an excellent read. Coming in at number 1, I just happen to really, really love The Scumbag. Coming in at number 1 for this week is my boy Ernie. I like this guy. I can see him in a movie or on TV right now. Yeah, so those are my recommendations for you guys for this week. I hope you saw something you like. All right? And for myself, like, so if there's something that you guys are reading that you think I might be interested in reading, just leave a comment down below. All right? So I was out this morning. I got up early this morning I knew the comic book shop would open at about noon. So I got up and I drove a few towns over and I just wanted to grab some more books, right? So I wind up grabbing from DC and this was a cover purchase. I haven't read this book since I think the first issue, but this was a cover purchase because it was an excellent condition. It was beautiful, not a fingerprint on it. So, and this is Batman Adventures issue number 7, and this is that cover B, that red variant, and this thing is super pretty, man. The only thing I hate about how the DC now is how they're using that cheap paper, man. They I don't know why DC and Marvel keep using this cheap paper. But then you got the comics like Image and Bolt Comics and everybody else. They're using that nice quality paper that holds up. But that's a real nice cover. And I had to make sure that I set this somewhere different because I don't want to add a crease or a speck or nothing on it. I don't want to just get squeezed or anything. So I'll put that in a different spot. All right. So I also wind up grabbing, and again, just things to add to the collection. The Heroic Age Siege Aftermath Avengers Prime issue number 1. That partial black and white color cover. Now I got these books right here. This next little pile that you're going to see me go through, I got these for half off, right? So this was originally $4, so I got it for $2. So I didn't see any reason to leave it there, Get a beautiful partial sketch cover for $4, for $2. It's a beautiful thing. I got the Heroic Age issue number 4. Like Tony Stark's, a little older. Now, something like these, that when I pick these up, these will probably go out in one of the giveaways. I'll send these along with some of the giveaways as extras. And we have issue number 4. And we also have issue number 5. Yeah, I have the ones that you don't see. I have them already, so I didn't want to pick them up. I've got multiple copies of these, but there's some of them that I didn't have that I wanted to pick up for sure. And here's issue number 6 to finish that run off. I just love that artwork, beautiful covers. I like that. So I got, like I said, I got them for half off too. So can't go wrong when you can get them for half off. Now, before I show you these next couple of books, I want to make sure that I give credit where credit is due, because I don't want anybody thinking that I want you guys to think that I'm some big comic book connoisseur and I just know everything about everything, because I don't. What I do is I watch a lot of different content and I do a lot of research myself, right? But this particular information that I got came from the gentleman over there at Jim's Comics. And he was talking how everybody is paying attention to a lot of different books, but nobody really started speculating about what's going to happen with the Black Panther after we lost Chadwick Boseman, right? So he just started talking about how, remember in the comics, how the Black Panther and Storm had a son. And that child's name is Azari, right? And you can find his cameo appearance in the Heroic Age issue number 1. This is the first cameo. Shout out to Jim Comics for sharing that information with us, because that's how I was able to find these books. And he made a great point also. And I love it how he says it. And don't pay those stupid eBay prices, because they're still out there in the wild. I got these for cover price. $4, whatever. What are they charging? What are they charging for this? I got this for $4.25, just a little bit over cover price. And I'm fine with that, because you get a good speculation book. You never know what Feige and them is going to do with T'Challa and the Black Panther, but there's a strong possibility that they could double back and say, hey, let's bring his son up, So this is the first appearance of Azari, Black Panther and Storm's son. And he also made it aware that number 6 was the first full appearance. And again, I grabbed number 6 for $4.50. You know, and in Jim's comics, he made a very, very good point. Go out there, look in those dollar bins, check the back issues, and you know, hold off on paying the eBay prices right now, because I checked the eBay prices on these books. I just went out there today and found the cameo appearance and the first full appearance for $4.50 for the cameo, $4.50 for the first full appearance of Azari, Black Panther and Storm's son. But meanwhile, if you look on eBay, people are asking $50 for these books. $50 for these books. But these books are out there for a couple of dollars. All right? So if you're interested, if you do a little speculating and you want to be up when game time comes, listen, go out there, look for Historic Age Avengers, issue number 1 and issue number 6. First cameo, first full appearance of Storm and Black Panther's son, Azari. Again, shout out to Jim Comics. Good looking, homie. Let me put these here. So, you guys got a little time? If you got a little time, let's pop open a couple boxes. How about that? See what we got in the mail. I caught that third episode of Vision. What do you guys think about WandaVision? Me personally, I'm loving it. Loving it. Leave a comment down below. Who do you think the antagonist is going to be in WandaVision? Who do you think the antagonist is going to be in WandaVision? I'll tell you who I think the antagonist is going to be. Me personally, I actually think Wanda is the antagonist, because she has created this reality for herself that she's trying to control. And I think she's going to defend that reality to the fullest, especially since she done had these babies. But that's just me. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know nothing about nothing. I just live here. All right? Here we go. Pop your bag. Pop the tape. Pop the tape. All right. Again, another black bag. Okay. Let's see. I shall proceed with caution. These are those moments. You want to be super careful that you don't tear anything up. Because me, I'll tear something up in a heartbeat. Oh, okay. Yes, I definitely remember ordering this. I know you guys are like, hurry up, C3. All right. I'm not going to hold you up. So here we go. We have the Immortal Hulk, issue number 42, that nullified variant. And that thing is a beauty. She is such a beauty. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Man. You guys see the head? Whose head is that? Whose head is that right there? All right, let's pop open another one. This time I'll try to go a little faster, but I don't want to tear nothing up. The worst thing you do is damage the comic book after the individual took all that time to get it to you safe and sound. This one came from Unknown Comics. So let's see what we got. Let's remove the bubble wrap. Remove the receipts. With the crease. And now, oh, here we go. Very nice. Very nice. Perfect. All right, so the first one is, and I can share this with you also, is Black Cat issue number 2, the Peach Momoko cover, the alien cover. She's sitting next to the pods. That is a beautiful cover. Look at that. I'm becoming a very big fan of Peach Momoko. I know that Marvel has signed her to do some covers, you know, but I hope they don't water her down, you know. I hope that they don't put so much of it out there that they just water her style down and it is no longer desirable to the community, you know. Now, I wanted to have this because you just can't get enough of this individual right here. I mean, in my eyes, this guy, he can do no wrong. So I grabbed that Philadelphia, that Todd McFarlane cover. Todd McFarlane has just mastered what he does. So just beautiful. So there you have it, folks. I just gave you my recommendations and my speculations for the week. I hope you enjoyed the show. I showed you some comics that I picked up. If you're interested in that heroic age, go out there on the hunt. I'm pretty sure that there are tons of them out there for cover price. So be careful of those eBay prices. You know, everybody's got to make their bread some kind of way. But if you could get it for less, why pay more, right? Oh, and before we go, don't forget our 300 sub giveaway. 300 sub giveaway. This is the book that we'll be giving away for our 300 subscriber. All right? We're on the move. And we're going to continue to grow the channel. And just so everybody knows that I am far from delusional. I know I got a lot of work ahead of me before I can even get to 1,000. I've got to first get to 300 and then crawl my way to 500. I'm well aware of that. But listen, I'm around for the long haul. I ain't going nowhere. I got plenty of time. As long as God give me the breath to breathe, we're going to be here and we're going to do this. We're going to keep living. We're going to keep loving. But as always, we're going to keep it comics. Peace.